Hello, babies, and welcome. We're going to be doing church today. Welcome. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, babes, I love and appreciate each of you. Those of you that are interested in tithing, that is in the description below. Those of you that need, some benefits that you can't get access to, as long as you're allowed, you can receive. We do have the shot, right? We're going to take communion at the end. Blessings for everybody. All right. I do have a couple of things I want to bring up. Getting into attracting energies. I'm going to hold this up in a second. Really maybe doing this exercise yourself. Like just drawing that ball of energy, like partnerships. What are we looking for? Pretty standard ones. You're looking at like compassionate, honest, loyal. What else do we have on here? Dependable, respectful, chosen, and evolving, right? And then at the bottom, you want to save space in these partnerships for soul importance to you, right? So like if we got into the different types of partnerships, if we were getting into financial, like what is really soul important about this type of business partnership that you want to be in, right? Like maybe one that values family, right? Whereas if you were getting into like a romantic one, something like dancing might be in there. Like if you're really big into dancing, right? And then focusing on energies versus physical forms that you're trying to attract, right? At the bottom, questions to ask when you are like thinking of these partnerships. How long does the bond need to last, right? So if we're looking at a business partnership and you want your business to last at least 10 years, obviously you would want that bond to be able to last 10 years, right? How long do you want the bond to last for? Some of you guys are looking at like, although in this form I would want the bond to like last for this amount of time, down the road I would still want the bond just maybe like in a friendship role, right? So maybe it does last longer. Others of you looking at cross bonding. Is this a good or a bad idea? Because you can see potential in a bond and it's like, but is it really going to be what you think it is? Are those energies going to line up? And even if they can, is it worth it to try and uncouple later down the road, unbond? The other one that I had coming up for you guys is looking at 10 years. Trying to come up with a 10-year plan or vision where it's like, I just feel a little bit more guided. And getting clear side of 10 years from now. In this bubble, we've got our purpose. Like, what is our primary purpose over the next 10 years? What do we want that to be? What do we want ourselves to look like? What is our best self? Any physical project. So it's always a good idea. Just one physical project over 10 years, right? This could be building a box or something, but I made something in physical. And you'll understand how that like fuels you in a different way when you can create in the physical. Then we've got our family. What do we want our family to look like? And who do we want in our family? What types of energies there? What kind of friends do we want? So I'll hold the bubble up so you can kind of see what I did. But I mean, whatever you draw, right? It's just an energy ball, right? Other things, looking at it from a 5-year, like, so what would be the mid markers to where it's like, I'm going to hit that 10-year goal. And then this first year, like looking at next year, is there anything I need to do to start aligning myself on that 10-year path, right? We've got pictures and photos or drawings that can help you keep inspiration, goals for inspiration, or goals, inspirations in themselves. Sometimes it's the sayings that really help you. Words of encouragement, like don't give up. And then you want your why statement. Why do you want this to be your 10 years? Like, what's the primary thing? Yesterday we were talking about, why the fuck am I doing this? Like, because depending on what you're trying to create, you can get to that point where you're like, why the hell am I even trying to do this? Right? that why statement helps you like recheck in. So for some of you maybe putting this in your Yakuris, I will be getting a new journal for Yakuri 26, and I'll just like staple those in. Oh wait, there's some on the back of this one that I want to share. What is it? Oh, some of you guys understanding conscious vessel system better, what the consciousness is, and then the bubble around it, right? Because sometimes our consciousness cannot withstand everything that it's going through, right? So then there's this bubble around it where sometimes our energy will leak into. And, you know, that's only going to take so much. So, I mean, signs that we're not doing enough shadow work, meditation, self-care, right? Definitely when you start physically feeling things, right? That might mean that our backup bubble's a little bit full. All right. So we're going to get into this. This thing's almost out. This one's going to go ahead tonight. Tips are always appreciated. Man, if we run out during church, that's just rude. We might need to get the lighter out to heat this shit up. We're running low, y'all. Oh no. Right? We still got this last week of finals to get through. What are we gonna do? Someone set up the bat signal. And the ducky. We running low, yo. The church is running low. It just sucks. Oh, where's that lighter? Maybe we'll try and see if we can get some more out of it. Right? So bad. I got a lot of people that are going through triggers and stuff. As always, if you want to be added to the prayer list, just comment below. Feel free to go into detail or not. It really just depends on the individual. Hopefully here next month I'll be able to start lives. Man, I don't have to get 3 months of mint service with unlimited data. So I should be able to do lives for at least the next 3 months. I'll get that set up soon. Woohoo. Ah. Someone tries to force you. Someone's impatient. They're impatient. And they're always trying to force you to do stuff before you should do it. Because, like, you're trying to listen to divine timing instead of their dumbass timing. And they just can't get that. Oh, yeah, storms, yeah. 13. But, I mean, this one's causing an ending. Some of you guys are just enough is enough. Like, I'm so tired of you trying to send that dumb-ass energy at me. Right? Others of you, I mean, it's the words they say. That's the only way they can really get to you. But either way, it's like, enough is enough. All you do is disturb my peace. Damn. So you guys are getting past storms in your rebirth, right? So we're doing the shadow work, getting back to that light. And you're at the point where the storms just aren't as bad as they used to be. Others of you, I mean, you might be headed towards there, especially as you do more of the shadow work. You're just not quite there yet. The storm's still like, you get headaches, you get sick trying to do the shadow work. Or from neglecting it. Right. Maboya Nahanda, radical rebirth. Yeah, with 5 and change. I mean, you're going through it, hon. Others of you, be prepared. You know, the storms are going to end. They're not going to be like that anymore. You're going to feel much more in control of yourself and your emotions while you're doing the shadow work. Actually, I'm going to slide this to the side just because I do have stones there for healing for the lower chakra system, right? So I'm going to keep those out. Others of you, I mean, you've got a radical change that happens because you just can't take somebody in their, like I said, stink-ass energy. They're always trying to rush you. Oh, my Lord. They don't even have time to receive the answer. They have no patience. None day, true. Yeah. 34 and 7 for some of you. Reflecting though. Reflecting on self. Uh, some of you guys finally seeing the truth of yourself, or, being willing to. Others of you, the truth of yourself doesn't upset you like it did, right? Like, we're getting through the shadow work. We're feeling better. And a lot of you guys are at the point where, like, when you look in the mirror, it's like you see you again, right? You all excited, you happy about you. Like, you feel like you again. And that's what you need to do. If you guys aren't at that level, I mean, like, were you ever going to hit it? This whole fucking thing has been happening for over a year. Like, if it don't apply, it don't apply. Right? Others of you, I mean, you did the work. You're doing the work, right? And that's why, I mean, at the end of this, I mean, you find you again, right? You get to be you again. Great. Some of you guys have emotionally trying times coming up, but you're going to be strong enough to handle them. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people losing people around. Others of you, this is a lot. Others of you, I mean, I just have you coming out of the sadness, right? Because shadow works hard. And if you have to go through that grief stage, like, where it's like, sadness over self in stages, what could have been that weren't, things like that. Albo Nimba, harvest. You guys have a big reward though for your hard work. Just understand that. Others of you, I mean, you're definitely moving out of this grief energy. Mo Lisa, cosmic power. Some of you guys having faith in your own. Lon, Bubby, Susie, shame. I'll be releasing this. There's no reason to feel bad about yourself, and the best that you could do in a situation, right? Or even if maybe I could have chosen better, I still, don't feel shame for struggling, right? That's part of the human experience. Sarah Kali with divine lineage. Some of you guys are going to be looking at receiving gifts, right? You might be receiving power or something like that in this next chapter, just because, you're cleared out and back to you. So you might get to work with that. Others of you, I mean, I have you calling back powers from others. A lot of you guys maybe gave away your power in relationships. And that's something that you didn't want to recognize about yourself. For some of you, this has to do with getting into relationships before you're supposed to be in relationships, right? Not healing out from the last relationship. And so, not feeling confident in making decisions. And so giving away our power by letting others make those life decisions for us, right? That shit happens. Right? But don't feel shame over that. At the end of the day, you was just trying to make sure, you were here, you were trying to make it through, That's something. And you'll reflect, like, why did I think this was a character that I should let have say over my life, right? Right? For some of you, it might have been something where it's like, I just feel like I make nothing but wrong decisions right now. Right? And so, this person seems to care about me, and they say they have my best interest. So yeah, I'm going to listen to them, and what they say is right for me. Right? Because I want to believe them. And for some, maybe they did. They just, were doing the best they can. Right? So you guys really this week reflecting on like, what are the times that I gave my power away and why? Right? And don't be ashamed if you did, right? I let somebody else have say. You know, if things didn't go very good, that happens. But learning from it, right? Because we don't want to repeat it again, right? Or understanding if there's ever a time where you are that weak. What kind of energies would actually be good at making decisions for you, right? Whether somebody has your best interest, because, you know, that's important. And then whether they're listening, right? What's the other part? You want to look at somebody who you're going to let have say over you, right? Who do they get guidance from, right? Is this just shit that they think? Or do they actually listen and get guidance, right? Because sometimes maybe we don't know, or we're struggling to make good decisions, right? But where are they getting their guidance from, right? We all got our lessons for a reason, you know? Alright, I'm going to pause on that when I get into this. Others of you might understand cosmic energies a little bit better. Those of you looking into Cancer pre-season, what alignments are big that would help you understand some of the shit that's happening in Cancer season, right? Because we know Cancer's big with this, right? Always getting home, right? We've got the world in judgment. Being able to stand against judgment. Like I said, for some of you, this is that impatient character, right? Who's always like, you're not doing shit the way I think you should, or as fast as I should. Some of you, they try and control a lot of shit. It's not just like, when you do the thing, it's how you do the thing. If you don't do it the way they say. You know what I mean? But they're wrong. Like, they're wrong. For some of you, you know a better way of doing the shit, but they won't listen. You got a toxic boss. I mean, like, for some of you, they may not be a problem much longer. Others of you are supposed to leave and go somewhere better. You guys should be happy. What is this? Why you feel like you gotta anchor to fucking shit for 10 years? Like, you won't even anchor to a fucking romantic relationship for 10 years. But when it comes to a job, I feel like I have to be there for 30 years or I failed. Like, can you get your father out of the way? Right? What's good for you? Some of us have jobs more and we do better at it. We'll just need to hop a little bit more before they get to that, like, staying there 10 years or something. You listen, you get what you want. And for some of you, yeah, you could stay in this location for 10 years, but why do you want to stay around that? And then even if that boss dies, like, who takes over after that? Right? Some stupid ass kid? Yeah, Page of Swords, someone's stupid ass kid. Hell no. Yeah, go. Get the fuck up out there. Three of Pentacles in the Chariot. You need to leave. Right? This thing just causes you grievances. Like, this isn't your next level chapter. This isn't going to help you create that 10-year happiness. Others of you, I mean, I got a breakaway. Some of you guys leaving toxic friends and stuff. Like, you guys keep me stuck in a place I don't want to stay stuck in. And maybe you were at that point where it's like, company is better than being solo. Like, you were really afraid to be on your own, but a lot of you guys are going to realize I would do better on my own. And so you go off on your own. The Fool, yeah. You going off. Good for you. Embracing new opportunities. A lot of you guys just seeing yourself and being willing to be that. Even if another was to judge you, I'm not going to break down this time. I'm not going to cut myself away. I'm not going to be small about who I'm supposed to be here, right? And I'm not going to change who I'm supposed to be here for somebody else. Like, you are, choosing your best life, which is always being yourself, right? Because you were made to be you. They were made to be them. You were made to be you. Six of Cups. You're going to attract better friendships. Others of you, you're who you were before the world fucked you up the way it did. Right? So you're going into it like, the excited child you should be. Right? We only grow to each other like that. Right? You're always just a baby. Right? Soul-wise, what are you to God? You're a baby. That don't change. You're not supposed to lose that. You can't lose that. It's just a part of you. Right? Page of Wands in the Tower. Definitely excited about where we're going next. I don't have you fearing the towers that are about to be presented to you, right? Because a lot of these towers are... I'm going to shift you. A lot of these towers are about the immature energies around you, right? Others of you, you might have some big breakthrough energy, like where I need to go. You might have a physical change up, right? This could be your home. This could be your job, but you're getting some kind of big download here where it's like, I'm going to be happier somewhere else, right? There's some kind of blessing that you can receive in the physical. Four of Cups. Right? Somebody's manifesting something real. Like, you might have a lot of fake ass energy around you. You're just looking for like a real friend or a friend on the next level. And that's going to be sent to you. King of Wands and Seven of Pentacles. Some of you, you're going to be trying to grow something for a while. Others of you, this is the type of energy where if you put your energy into it, it's going to match it, right? Others of you, look how strong you are. And, some of you guys are like, well, I don't think I could give the time and energy to a project. And it's like, well, you were your first project. And you gave time and energy to you. So how'd you do with that? Could you come up with a schedule for yourself and stick to it? Did you achieve the growth you wanted? And even if you didn't hit those, right? Like, why not? What are your lessons there? Like, you're a lot wiser than you think you are. You just need to do the meditation to pull out the wisdom. Because there's something in you that can help you. Temperance. Yeah. Big healing. I'm so proud of you. Like, good job. Right? Nobody said that. I'm proud of you for doing the work. Others of you, self-pride. Take time to reflect. How much have you grown? How much have you learned? How much have you healed from? It's a bit. It's not just like one thing. It's not just one thing, hon. Right? You did hard work. Two of Swords. Something seems blocked from you, but it's not. Others of you, you fail to see the healing that you've done just because, and you won't recognize it, and so you don't go anywhere. The Star. It has to do with your healing, right? And if you haven't, please do this week. It's going to help you have a bigger breakthrough. Really reflect on how you've grown, right? For others of you, you really need to reflect on the situation, right? This thing is preventing you from achieving what you want. Um, and your life's going to be better if you switch direction. Death, yeah, you got an ending. All right? And you're much more confident in this, yeah. Over that page of wands in the tower, like, you clearly are like, I'm done with this. I'm going to be better somewhere else. And this is like pouring over into your family's whatever situation, um, where you just have that stink ass energy that wants to rush you, um, control you, command you, right? Like, it's a very ick ass demonic ish you're dealing with, right? That's that skank ass energy nobody want to deal with. Right? Do they go to hovering on the employees? I've got magician here. Yeah, you can be creating something else on another level. Others of you, um, you're going to be dealing with power in some form, right? Uh, so good for you. Ace of Wands. You're able to conjure up a lot more than you think. Others of you, just calling back your power in the situation. What you will allow, not allow. Making this ending happen. You're a lot stronger than you were. Others of you, I mean, you make rapid changes for the better, right? It doesn't take you long to shift. Yeah, the Hermit, Ace of Pentacles, and Nine of Swords. I have you guys nervous about this shift and the new beginning. For some of you, it has to do with finances. Others, it's just ability to create what you're being told you can actually create, right? And you're like, wait, me? I can do that. And it's like, you understand the power that you have and what you can create. And you're about to see in this next year. You're gonna be like, holy shit, I can create that. Nine of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, and Ten of Wands. Yeah, hon, you can. A little bit of time and dedication, and you can do this. For some of you, I mean, if this is your first time, like, listening to co-create, uh, don't kick the shit out of yourself, right? Because there's always that free will. And even if you don't listen, you're not going to fuck it up. But you're going to be like, man, that could have been easier. Like, I could have climbed up that mountain a different way, right? And that's really all it is at the end of the day. You still end up climbing out the mountain, right? You get your wish. But your first time, it's not uncommon to be like, apparently there was an easier way to climb that. And that's really where you end up. Others of you, I've got you being, like I said, if you've got to relocate, you know, your mom's or somebody. Like, I got the Queen of Cups here. Your emotions might keep you bound longer than you want. Caution for some. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Careful. Some of you guys might miss your opportunity to do something big because you don't want to say goodbye or walk away. Right? You don't have to say goodbye. Walk away. Yeah. Impatient things die. Two of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. Good for you in taking time to make the decision, but what do we gotta worry about with Knight of Pentacles speed? I'm going so slow I might not move at all, right? I'm taking so long I might not even be able to receive the blessing, right? Because some of these things have windows. If it's strength, understand you are stronger, and that's why this reflection period's needed, right? You need to understand how strong you are. You made it through shadow work, um, and that's a lot, right? Understand how strong you are. About strength, Some of you guys looking at Leo season for bigger shifts. Strength, Ten of Cups, and Chariot. I do have you, for the majority, making the decision in time and getting where you need to go. There's very few of you where you just go back and forth with yourself and then miss it. You know what I mean? Remember, this is like a job opportunity. They're going to fill that position at some point in time. Right? So you got to apply. Hopefully God for you guys. You need to be aware of. Help you. Real estate. Yeah, some of you guys looking at that move. Right? Some of you guys think about moving in with somebody and do those reflections, right? And then clearly, like, if you can, look at your list. Does this energy that you want to couple with in that way actually check them boxes that are important? Endorsement. Some of you guys are going to be looking at like your employer offering you more money to stay. Please don't take it, right? The couple extra bucks an hour is not worth your freaking emotional peace, right? Right? There's more to peace than freaking money. And you'd be surprised how many times money's not even related to peace, right? Your peace should not be affected by your financial status, right? Peace is peace. Money is money. Right? Stress. It's not worth it to stay, yo. It is not worth it to stay. Natural disaster. Yeah. Some of you guys learning about those and things that are happening in this next week or next month. Others of you, like this tower, something's gonna happen. If you even try and stay in the situation, like something's gonna happen because you need to get away from it. If this is an energy like if you're in a romantic relationship, some shit's about to happen where you're like, wait, what? Because you're still thinking about moving in with a demon, aren't you? Well, they hit some of the boxes on the list. Shit's not about to go good. Curse! Right? It is what it is. This is not good. Right? Like, you're about to see clearly why you don't want to stay with this. Like, if you, no offense, if you're stupid enough to pick this, you got enough shit coming at you to where you're like, yeah, that was the wrong fucking decision. You gotta know by the end of the month you picked wrong. Right? Because you're trying to get shifted. And you don't think you're picking wrong. You're gonna see you picking wrong. Others of you, I mean, looking at, intentions sent by those around you. Some of you, like, your boss might have X on you. Marriage. Oh la la. Some of you guys got, something different headed towards you, right? You're strong on your own. You're not going to change for nobody. And you're going to get that energy that's like, I love you for who you are. A lot of you guys learned them lessons and what kind of energies are fake. What kind of energies are not fake, right? What's really important? It's all me inside, right? What do we got? Okay, and self-love. I have an energy around you that pretends that they're okay with, like, you even just doing shadow work, but they're just really needy. And so they like go to attack you in some way or whatever. Or you'll notice there's a shift. Like even if they say they're okay with it, they're not. You're not supposed to stay with this energy. The one that's getting sent to you, that one honestly is like, no, we understand the importance in it. Like, take care of you, boo. Right? Take care of you. Right? It'd be a healthy relationship. If this is, job related, understand that the employer that you could commit to, like, they're not going to get mad if you need, like, a self-help day. You know what I mean? Right? Which is important. Like, those my days. They don't, not just, because that is a type of sickness. It's just not every employer will realize that. Like, if you're not at the point where you're physically ill and out for a week, you know what I mean? Then you're not sick. And it's like, your employees shouldn't be getting run down to that point. They should be able to take the day off. Daydream. Some of you guys might be starting a business in this next year. And you're going to do fine doing that. You actually don't need a partner for most of you. Others of you, this is, and really think, right? What is the final energy that you're going to be trying to attract to you, right? Because a lot of you guys during shadow work, you started changing it, right? As you started becoming more aware, wait, what kind of partners do I want, right? But we're at the end of the year and you finish your shadow work out and it's like, what do I truly want, right? I've got aid, mercy. For some of you, this individual is very kind. Others of you, you're going to move to somewhere where it's like, if you needed help up, if you need a hand, they'd be there for you, right? Not like, that sucks. Others of you, looking at what others offer as help, right? I got bully. Yeah. A lot of you guys are moving away from these situations. For some of you, that might be the energy that you're around right now, right? Where it's like, if you even ask for help, they just make fun of you, right? They may call you weak or something like that. And that's not a true friend or ally. And you're going to be okay separating from that. I have a lot of you guys being like, I'm worth more than the ish I let around me. And good for you. We recognize it when we can recognize it. I've got eternal love. For some of you, you guys are getting that kind of blessing, right? Long-term commitments. Reservation and relaxation. Some of you guys are getting out of a relationship where you're treated more like a possession than a person.